I made a decision about Willem's car. You see, we had to leave it at our son's house for a while Willem went to Holland for 2 weeks. But and when it was there, it was in a nice part of town, right? And there's a Tesla in the drive, and then there's this beat up thing on the road. Now this is my car that helped me to find the dimensions of the pathway. I had to know how wide the path had to be, and I wasn't going to take away trees if my car would fit through them. I don't know how else everyone figures it out, but for me, this is Herbie. I should have a better name for it. Anyway, so Herbertha, Hertrude. Anyway, go back there. What was I telling you about my car? Oh yes, so this car got lumps and beat ups, and it's lost its front radiator, and it, you know, like it's seen better. I mean, it's had a great life. I mean, it has adventured and explored, and its body shows it, right? You can't have a great life and come through it completely unscarred, right? Like, think about it. So, I think that because of the unique shape of this car, the unique shape of all the corners and the doors and all, I think that when you look at this car, you don't immediately, you're not enamored with a lovely car. You think, oh my gosh, look at that. And that's on the road. Is that allowed to be on the road? Right. So then, sorry. And so then if I paint it, if I paint flowers, it's like, then it becomes, it's like then it fits. It all fits together, right? It's not like a dented car trying to pretend like it's not dented, right? I mean, really, like, all it's got left is the paint. So if there's mountains and valleys, then ravines and sinkholes. Anyway, I let Maya do some painting, and so we now have a big butterfly on the front fender, on the front hood. And I said to Willem, he was like, really? 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 Motionless. Really? Yes. And because the car is drawing attention all negative because of its shape, we will now draw attention to it. It will be like a consolation prize. You looked at it, but you turned away smiling, right? So consolation prize. You didn't get to see a car that was shaped like other cars. No, you only got to see a car that is as a car looks after it has been mutilated by, oh, I just got a time sensitive notification. Person seen back deck. What time is it? 9:20. Oh, Willem's up early. Nobody else would be there, would they? Uh-oh. Am I missing something? Did somebody have to stay home from school and is now riding the bicycle around my deck? Anything is possible. Anyway, so this is the big project. Is today I'm out having fun. I'm playing. Oh, I have water here too. Don't have much left. like stopping for people. I like stopping and letting people walk across the road. The street and the road. Depends on what's going on, but I would like to open my window. I like this area. This is really pretty here. Beautiful lakes. I can't move you at the moment. So oops, you just fell. What can you see now? All right, I'll show you the lake. It's over there. There it is. Can you see it? I guess I could, I don't know. Anyway, I wasn't making the video to show you where I am. Sorry. I'm making the video to talk about the car. So, I think that this car deserves to have beautiful flowers, you know, so that the hills and valleys on the car shape have a purpose. Now, I wonder where I would get to if I took that road. I think I know, but I'm going to try this road. Plant shopping, and I'm not exactly sure where the nursery is I'm going to. But I've been there before, so lots of people around me are planting fruit trees and bushes, berry bushes. And, you know, they're young. They've been homesteading for 10 years or something, and they're planting trees, or 8 years, you know. They've been planting trees all along as they can afford them. You know, I have some apple trees, and whenever I have gotten an apple off of it, it's really full of worms. So how did it work in the olden days? What did our grandparents do before the advent of bug sprays and different sprays they put on everything? Back in the thing when things were grown organically, what did they do? Did they spray the apples with dishwater? I mean that was made with old-fashioned lye soap, right? Back in those days. Remember when I used to make old-fashioned lye soap? I liked making lye soap. And I liked making my lye from scratch. I enjoyed that, but I should use it. I have 4 bottles of it, and Willem would like me to dispose of it. But if I dispose of it, I will never have finished this experiment of making soap with it. So you know what? You know what I need to do? I need to make soap with it. I need to get the proper soap making container out. Hey, you know what? And it's full of fat right now. But how much lye do you need? Like from my homemade lye, like from when I use like I use about a 1/4 cup of lye, I think. Or is it a whole cup of lye? Something 10. Is it up to the 10 mark on the... Anyway, the amount, 10 grams or 10 ounces of lye is what I need for 4 pounds of soap, 5 pounds of soap. Okay, so anyway, so it's granulated, and it's like, you know, you can measure by the tablespoon, but I think it ended up being in the bottom of a plastic bag. It was a sizable amount. So it might have been most of a cup. We've been behind a tractor with fertilizer or seed or whatever is on his tractor. I I remember feeding the cedar, filling up the seed drill. That was the name of the machine, right? I'm glad I've had so many experiences. I really liked living on a farm, in a farmhouse. It had farm gardens that had been that way forever. Now this is Esker Road. Now I wonder where that road goes. Obviously it's on an esker. Maybe that is the end of it. Eskers are such interesting places. And I talked to someone who's 80 years old, and he and I were discussing living on an esker. And anyway, I wanted to learn more about it, but it didn't happen. Okay, so for this car, so if you have a dent, you could have a scene, you could have a mountain, only the dents are like 3D. So you could use them for depth. You could like have a waterfall in there. I'll have to think about it. Now I'm finding that the painting that was done on this car doesn't show up as well. Of course, it's also falling off in different amounts and in different places, so it's kind of, some parts it was put on too thickly and that part is peeling off or flaking away or washing away, but the parts that are painted seem to be better. Oh my goodness, that field of barley. Oh my goodness, boy does that take me back. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Whether your mother will let you or no. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Thus the farmer plants anew. Shouldn't be hard to sit very still and think about. Oops. Sorry. I think I'm going to put you up here because you're getting kind of hot where you are. Never the song of a bird, or look at our blue sky. There, you can see where we've been. How's that? Whenever I feel the rain on my face, or the wind as it rushes by. I'm going to open the window because it's too hot. I should be on a thinner street, a smaller street that's much more interesting. You know, I was on that back road, really little back road, very few people. And there were those endless ostrich ferns, which were fiddleheads, right? Some of them were all the way up, but a lot of them had one or two that were still small in the midst, which was cool because I went around and I harvested fiddleheads. But I really like having harvested the cattails, and I did pass a field not too far back, well, on this journey, where the cattails were a foot tall. But now because they're beside there's a good garden center. Yes, okay. Shall I go in there now? I haven't been in this one. I've never been in that one. Wonder what the value of these things are. Shall we go to you want to go to a flower store with me? Or a greenhouse, I guess it is. We're in Thomasburg, just so you know. There are so many towns in Ontario. everywhere has a different name of a town. There's so many of them. Never heard of many. There was a book of the unusual names of towns of Ontario. Wow, look at this cool house. Isn't that neat? See, and there's an apple tree. Needs to be pruned. This is another apple tree which also needs to be pruned. Nothing better than being by nature. There's your weight. Gonna have a look. My daughter keeps buying bushes and plants, and I'm thinking, they're so pretty, they're so pretty. Should I do this? Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna find out if I should or if I shouldn't, right? You get to come with me, but I guess we should start a new one. Oh, we have 2 people here. Yes, well.